Hi, Ted Brooks with Alfra Maglogix. I'm going to talk to you more about safe lifting practices. One of the things you always need to know is where's the center of the piece you're lifting. When you lift, you want it to lift evenly. You don't want it to be tilting to one side or the other. That can become a very dangerous situation and place your magnet into an entire different type of holding direction called shear force. We'll talk about that in another video. In this case, we've identified the center of the dimension of this I-beam. And one of the advantages of I-beams is they really don't flex that much if they're this short. So we're going to place a magnet right in the center as we've identified it, line that up with the hook, about as close as we can eyeball it, and turn the magnet on. We've already done our other calculations. We already know that this magnet is absolutely the perfect magnet to use for something this thick, this heavy. Go ahead and hook it up to our crane. And lift it up. One of the things you're going to want to notice is if you're not lifting directly vertical, you've got a safety issue. You can see very easily as I start to lift this seal, it's going to want to swing. You've got to make sure that you're lifting in 90-degree tensile breakaway. Otherwise, when you start to lift that load, it's going to cause another safety issue. Use of something like a hand lifter to help control that can be wonderful. If you've got a heavy enough piece, it's just going to pull you along for the ride. So knowing how you're lifting, that you're lifting straight up, is critical to your safety. Once you get it just a couple of inches above the ground, you need to do the next thing. Now that I know that should this lift fail, should this piece of steel fall, it's not going to really get in any dangerous situation, I'm going to give it a little bit of force. I'm going to find out if I've got a good safety factor. Keeping all of my body parts out from underneath this, I'm going to give it some extra force. At this point, I'm pretty convinced that this magnet is going to be a good choice to lift this piece of steel and that it's not going to fall off. You only lift as high as you have to get the job done. If I've got to lift over an obstacle, wonderful. If I have to lift over a person, stop. None of our magnets are rated for overhead lifting. They're all rated for below the hook lifting. A huge difference in safety. So we'll control the load with a hand lifter. We'll make sure that it's not going to start spinning and pivoting on me. Lift it up as high as necessary. Bring it around to the position it needs to go. And go ahead and put it where you need to go with your crane. The test lift, knowing what your magnet's capable of, knowing what the target you're attracted to, is critical for safe lifting operation.